And now, please welcome Elenne Ford.
So what have I said so far? I've said that Coco had a very limited view of the world. And likewise, from God's perspective, I have a very limited view of the world. So I need God's wisdom and insight every moment, don't I? Don't I need His word as a roadmap when it comes to decisions? Because I am really like a blind person, only I don't usually know it or remember the fact. Left to our own resources, we will often get a wrong slant on life because we don't have all the facts. I'm sure that's the case in your life, that you have come to conclusions which later on have proved to be false when all the facts have become available. Seldom do we have all the facts. Seldom, if ever, do we have all the facts. Now, here's the rub. A wrong slant on life, as us having the wrong interpretation and perception of what's happening to us, will influence our thoughts, and our thoughts are what influence our emotions. And did you know that it's our emotions that fuel our words and our actions? So this is really serious. How needy are we for God's insight? Without God, we get the wrong slant on life. So we think wrong thoughts about it, so we have the wrong emotional reaction to it, so we say and do the wrong things, which then reaps a harvest for us from our wrong words and our wrong deeds. In other words, we are always reacting to what we think life is doing to us. And because I can't see the whole of life, I'm often doing and saying things that are making my life more difficult. I can't begin to tell you the pain and sorrow this one thing has caused. I've seen it in my legal life and I've seen it in my work as a Christian mediator. We bring pain and suffering on ourselves because of our limited view of the facts and our wrong responses to what we think is the whole situation. We're always making life harder for ourselves. So in light of the fact that Coco had a limited view of life, and in light of the fact that I have a limited view of life, I want to share with you some things that Coco taught me. How do we live with these limitations in terms of perception, insight, reasons, lack of big picture? How can we live within our limitations? Coco had complete faith and trust in us. She never worried about where her next meal was coming from. She never lost any sleep worrying about whether we loved her. She didn't think next time we threw her into the car, well, where am I going now? Am I going to the vet? No, she didn't waste any time fretting. And she didn't spend any of her present time thinking of her regrets of the past or her fears for the future. She lived in the moment. And whether she was going to the vet or not, she was going to put her head out the window and have that wind coming in her nostrils, and she was going to live life to the fullest in the moment, because she trusted that no matter what happened, we loved her and things would work out fine. Isn't that the sort of faith that God asks us to have, a childlike faith? I mean, isn't that what Christ says in Matthew 18? Unless you become like a little child, you won't see the kingdom of heaven.
To help you understand God's Word in a whole new way, go to goodnewsunlimited.com. You can sign up there to get your free devotional delivered fresh to you each day.